Hi, everyone. We are on live. This is my friend and client, Mazarine from Oregon. Oh my God.
Yes.
You look like a hippie right now by doing that, by the way. And it sounds bad, but like you look like a hippie doing it. And for me being an Asian, I look like an Asian. So it works out. That's not why we're here talking about it. But Mazarine, why don't you introduce yourself? What do you do? What brings you here?
Yeah, well, I've had a business for the last 10 years helping nonprofits learn how to fundraise. And I never really invested in business coaching. And it really shows in my business. I never knew how to build a pipeline. And I like helping people, but I always felt like I was trying to, not really so to just get ahead of like whatever the curve was, so doing e-courses and webinars and all those things, master classes, online conferences, and and still struggling. And so I really felt like I needed to invest in myself to take it to the next level.
And Mazarine and I knew each other before we worked together. I think we've known each other for a year.
2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. So why did you decide to work with me? Like, what were you struggling in your business at the time? I think you reached out back in December of last year.
Yeah. So I met you in 2017 when you went to my session at AFP on salary negotiation. And then you told me that you left your job. And I was like, that's exciting. And so then I asked you to speak at my online conference about assertiveness, which you totally rocked. And I was really impressed with the way that you actually sent me a gift card saying thank you for letting me speak. And I was like, oh, wow, thank you. And so then I just saw all the results that you were getting for your clients, and I saw your energy and your passion. And I was like, you know what? There's so many scammy business coaches out there, but Elaine seems like the real deal. And I need that.
So
I need her energy.
Confirm, am I scammy?
No. After the last 5 months of working with you, 100% not. You're super, super authentic.
Well, and I love that you're here because you come from my old life, like my ex-life of the nonprofit world, where we are raising millions of dollars for great causes. And I'm sure you've seen that translate into what you do now being a consultant. So what has been a huge thing that I've been able to teach you in your own business, and what has been results from that?
So I had a giant email list that I never really asked.
How many? Can you?
Oh, over 15,000 people. And so I feel like I squandered the last 10 years, to be quite honest with you, because I would ask people to buy buy my book or buy a course, but I never actually reached out to people one-on-one and say, hey, do you want to work with me? And so as you said to me, just send out a one-line email, I did that. And it gave me over 100 different leads. And I was suddenly buried under emails, oh my God, I have to get back to all these people. And so I've been having these calls with them over the last 3 weeks, and it's been transformational for my business. It's been fantastic. I've really been able to sort of work with you to refine the sales conversation, refine the follow-up emails. And, people have said, I want to work with you. Now, a lot of people haven't, but I'm suddenly losing my fear of people saying no to me and rejection, because I'm having so many of these conversations. Last week I had 19 appointments. I've had, between 10 and 8, since we started doing this.
100 leads from that one email. Yes. And then you've been doing a lot of webinars and presentations, in-person events and online webinars. So what has helped having me along your side, just tweaking the small things?
Yeah, so I went back and spoke at AFP again this year. It's Association of Fundraising Professionals, for those of you playing along at home. And it's the biggest fundraising conference in the entire country with thousands of people there. And at my session, I spoke on resumes and cover letters, and I passed out this little handout that Elaine told me to make, and she gave me feedback on. And then it gave me thousands of dollars in new business with resume, cover letter, interview skills, and salary negotiation clients. So I'm very grateful to Elaine for that. I've been doing these speaking gigs for my whole career and never doing that. Again, it's Elaine helped me find the secret sauce for getting you clients, for nurturing the sales process and actually getting them to say yes. And I'm not a millionaire yet or anything like that, but it's not just this. It's the energy that she brings to our group calls and our one-on-ones, and also the people that she brings in to help us really level up our businesses. I'm super excited about the ones that are coming up right now. The ones about how to monetize your podcast, because I have a podcast, and the other one who is like about how to like what to pass off, what tasks to pass off for entrepreneurs is super useful. And the other one, gosh, what's that other one happening in June, Elaine? Can you remind me?
I have a cash flow. Oh, passive income as passive income building.
I'm so psyched about that because we've been talking about membership sites, and I'm like, I want to do this, and I'm so excited that we're gonna keep talking about that. So
yeah, and just so everybody knows what Mazarine's talking about. So Mazarine's part of my Aligned Action Mastermind, and when you're a part of it, you get monthly guest speakers. And I will say my network is pretty amazing. Like I had actually my operations director come in, and she was talking about when is a good time to hire someone, and to hire smart, not just hire people of different things for, like, it's just not smart to do that way. And then second is I have someone coming in for Podcast That Converts. She's been featured in OWN. Next month is passive income with someone that has made 100K per month on passive income. And the month after that, it's cash flow. But and this is where people get worried about, right? Where it's like, well, I want one-to-one. I don't want to be in group. What have you liked about it? Because what happens when you're in the mastermind is you get monthly one-to-ones with me for 30 minutes, as well as group calls. But what have you liked about the combination of the one-to-one and the groups?
Well, I feel like in the group, I get to hear other people's struggles, so I feel less alone. Yeah. We also get to give each other advice, and I like that too. And I feel like having a cohort of people allows me to get more out of working with you than just kind of like, here's my problem, help me solve it. You know?
Yeah,
and I've actually met people in person from it that live near me.
Yes,
making community and potentially new business relationships out of that. I've been able to refer business to them, and I feel really good about supporting other small women-owned businesses.
What's really cool, so Mazarine lives in Oregon, I live in California, but it was not planned, but one of who she's coming in, Monica, she's also in Oregon, so it's really cool because I have clients when they fly, they meet each other in person. And what's even exciting is I'm planning to do a retreat in August, September, so people can meet each other. So yay! I'm excited about that. What I would love to, I know you've mentioned you've worked with other coaches. What made me different from, obviously don't give any names, but what has made it different working with me compared to other coaches you've worked with in the past?
Well, I've had people pitch me to be their coaches, and I've asked them for testimonials, and they haven't been able to give me any. That's one. Or they get offended that I asked. That's another. People who said they've never made a business plan. That's a third. People who've really tried to pitch me hard, and I've just been like, but you don't have any credibility, and ultimately I feel that's what sets you apart is your energy and your credibility, because you keep posting results. Yeah. Ultimately it's the results that drew me to you. It's not that, we met before, though it's nice that we met before, but it's really more about, if you want to work with someone who's helping people get real results, Elaine is super, super clear and focused with you. And I think that's really what she brings. And also she takes what she learns in other more expensive masterminds and she brings it which I appreciate. I really do.
You're welcome.
I spent $50,000 on that. No way.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful, that I'm investing back into my clients and that's another thing. It's not just, okay, I invest because I want it for myself, but I do share a lot of things to my clients of my successes as well as my failures, which I don't share too much publicly on my Facebook Lives, but how has that been helpful actually, where I have shared that?
Yeah. I really liked the email that you sent a couple of weeks ago about, every day I face rejection.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, hearing people say, oh, I don't want to work with you, or realizing that they're not the right fit, during a call before would have devastated me. And to know that you two are facing the same thing I'm facing is very, very helpful for me. And it's forced me to learn that old fundraising adage, which is that every no leads to a yes, in a really visceral way.
Yeah. So what were your doubts wanting to work with me, and what changed that for you?
I guess I had doubts that someone who'd been in business for 12 months would have anything to teach me who had been in business for 10 years. But you really turned it around by actually helping me get results really fast. And also because I just really liked your energy, and the people that you work with are really good people. Like other people in the group are just really motivated. They're no bad apples. You know what I mean?
No,
and so that's
I love everyone in the Line Action Mastermind. They're all getting results. We have a couple more people that are new, but it's amazing. I love it. I love it. I tell them like I love you guys so much.
Well, I like how you celebrate your successes too, and I love that you share those. Like you just got featured in Forbes. It's so cool.
Yes, I know. I'm so grateful. Don't worry, guys. I am humbled. There's no big head. Okay, I'm humbled. Not gonna be like Kanye West here. So if you have everyone that's watching, I would love for you to apply to the Aligned Action Mastermind. I'll put the link in the comments. But anything else that you want to add that you've enjoyed from the program or working with me, Mazarine?
I really like how you have a whole back end full of resources for us. So everything that you share, you don't just share on the Facebook page, you share in this area where we can just go learn about business. And I haven't say I've delved completely into it deeply
because there's so much.
There's a lot, and I feel like that's way more value than people would be expecting for.
Oh, I see Diana watching. By the way, she's in the mastermind.
Hey, Diana.
Diana's next. She's being interviewed tomorrow. Yeah, sorry. What Mazarine's talking about is that I have these back-end resources of everything in my business, like all the email sequences, the copies, what has converted, what hasn't, like the plug and play spreadsheet of how you make sure you're focused in your business. And I think that was a huge one for you. Can you actually talk about that, the systems part?
Yeah. So the follow-up emails that you helped me write have been really helpful for me, just to like not be annoying when I'm trying to follow up to get someone to become a client, but just be like, hey, here's a cool thing that, you might want to look at. I still have, and that's one of my goals for this week, is to follow up with all the people that I sent one email to and didn't hear back from. And so that's still in process, but I'm also going to go see my family next week. So I'm kind of like, and I'm going to start setting things out for June, But it's just so motivating to see a calendar that's full of meetings on Monday morning. Like it feels like this work is worth it. It feels like that I'm making progress in my business. It feels like my life has more of a goal than just hoping that the next email that I send is the one that's going to make 10 people buy.
Yeah.
It's like these personal one-to-one connections that you help me through learning how to make. I mean, I feel so much more practice. I feel like I could sell anything now.
That's amazing.
So
and I will say, like, in the first session after, like, I think you got your ROI back, like after that one session, landing 2 clients, it was $6,000.
Yes.
And then like just continuing to just kill it.
I mean, I had tons of proposals out and none of them got like picked up, but that's something I need to learn too, how to write a better proposal, so you can study that.
And I think the biggest thing is like the follow-up that you and I have talked about, and how I've talked about it with my other Aligned Action Mastermind clients and all clients. But yeah, I am so excited that you're just here. So thank you. And just like you said, you don't give, testimonials to the other coaches you've worked with. So I appreciate you even just showing up on video.
Oh, of course. I'd love to. I feel like if people really want results, they should work with you.
Oh, thank you. I did not tell her to script that, by the way.
No, I'm just saying it.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, Mazarine. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing all that you said, where you're like, well, I've been in 10 years in business. How is Elaine different for 12 months? Or, but, it's learning that, oh, I didn't even know these different strategies. And it's the small little tweaks. I think so often people think it's a magic bullet. Just show me this, but it's a lot of that and the internal work that you and I have worked on.
It's about the energy and internal work and community. And I know a lot about marketing. I've written a book about it. I have government contracts to teach it. And marketing is not sales. And I have a bunch of sales books I could have read, but they stayed on my couch for like 4 or 5 months. And so ultimately, I feel like if people think they can learn this on their own, sure, you can learn a thing or two from a book, but ultimately this is what's going to make you more successful. It's just getting in a group of people and saying, this is my exact issue. How do I solve it? And then getting support with the different aspects of what you need specifically. And you have that every single week.
Yeah. We connect every week. We have 2 times to connect at. It's 9 a.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Pacific, but it's still intimate. And I share everything behind the scenes of my business. Sometimes like, guys, I just did this, but I want to share this with you and how much money it's cost me. And then all the time my clients are like, thank you for saving me thousands of dollars so I don't have to go through that myself. So I am going to put the link below. Oh, Diana is saying, yes, marketing is not sales. Diana knows this, by the way, because she's also a nonprofit. She does marketing. And in fact, I think you raised like $45K in sponsorships that 1 week, right, Diana? You can comment below. I think you said that. I'm not sure. Okay. So I know it's late. Well, it's not late, but it's 7:20.
Yeah, it's a little late.
Probably need to go have dinner. I need to go to the grocery to buy dinner. So thank you so much, Mazarine. I'm going to put the link in the comments if you are interested in applying. And by the way, I care about fit more than anything. So you could just start the application by putting your first name and email. And thank you so much, Mazarine.
Thank you. Bye, Elaine.
Bye.